What is up, nation? Keto Watch Matt here, and I got some tips and tricks for you to go and ace, bam, your demo lesson for DaDa ABC. Okay, these are a few tips and tricks for you. I've posted about this many times in the Facebook group rooms, and also I've had some people send me personal messages one-on-one in Facebook, and I'm always excited to hear when they pass, especially if they take 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things I say into consideration during the lesson, because I'm a genius. Okay, guys, and very humble about it too. Okay, guys, so tip number 1 is calm down. And that's coming from me. I'm an anxiety-filled idiot. I've had a good number of years where I would apply to jobs that I know I was perfectly qualified for, and I get turned down every time. And it was even times when I was really in some desperate financial situations where I needed money and they kept on saying no. And it's basically scarred me to where I always freak out before an interview. And if I have to have a demo lesson, I freak out before that too. And with this one, I definitely freaked out. I was actually in tears. I was crying my eyes out an hour before my demonstration lesson. I was that nervous. So I know it's definitely easier said than done. Number 2, if you're a motor mouth like me, slow down. Be very mindful of how fast you speak, or slow down to a decent pace. Because if you're talking like this, with the way I usually talk, everything's going to go in one ear and out the other, and the student is going to have no idea what the heck you were saying. So the next is there's a way to go and figure out their English level, other than obviously their age. If they're a 5-year-old kid, they probably don't know too many words, or can't form too many sentences. If they're like 10, 11, 12, you could probably have a conversation with them. But here's the basic way to assess their English skills. And with these questions and comments, give it about 5 seconds, maybe 10 at the most, for them to process what they're going to say or think about their answer. Like the first one, say, like me, I would say, "Hi, my name is Matt. What's your name?" And I'd wait for them to say their names. Then the second thing I would say, "Nice to meet you." This is where I'd wait maybe about 5 seconds for them to respond. Sometimes they do. If they're low level, they might not. Then third one, you would ask, "How old are you?" And wait for that, and give this one about these. Okay, give these about 5 seconds to respond, and tell them their age. If they're a young kid, they're going to have their parents right next to them and say, "You're 9. Your name is Howard. Blah 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 blah." So okay, I lost my train of thought here. Where were the questions? Sorry. Hi. What's your name? Nice to meet you. How old are you? Oh yeah. Number 4, what grade are you in? After about 5 seconds, if they don't know how to answer, maybe grade, they don't know the word grade, so say, "Are you in the 1st grade? Are you in the 3rd grade? Are you in 4th grade?" And they would probably figure out what grade. If not, just skip over it. The next one is, what is your favorite subject in school? Number 5, whatever number I'm on. Yeah, I think that's 5. And if they're quiet about it, they probably don't know the word subject, so just ask them, "Okay, do you like English? Do you like math?" And then they'll catch on and say, "Oh, I like PE," or "I like science." Wow, that is cool. And after that, the last one, number 6, ask them, "What do you do for fun?" And this is where, while they're thinking, I give them time and say, "Me, I like movies," although I don't have a DVD. Oh, yeah, I actually do, right here. And now, heck with it. I'll say, "I like movies. I like reading books." Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Awesome book, guys. You need to read that. And I also like pew, 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 pew. I like video games. Although I'm a PlayStation guy myself, I just bought this because it was cheap and it's for my computer. And then wait for them to respond. If they don't say what they like to do, it's okay, don't worry about it. This is where you go on to the lesson. And also, if you have a warm-up game, which is always fun to do, what you should do is try not to be like me. How big is this? This is about 14. Is getting a whiteboard that's about 12 by 14. You see the problem here? You see the problem here? I can't look at the camera, so I bought a whiteboard that was a little too big. So try to find something that was a little smaller. That one's about 12 by 14 inches. And just do a warm-up. Try not to do the warm-up any longer than maybe 5 minutes, and then jump into the lesson. All right, so regarding the lessons. Now, with a younger kid, here's how you would do it. Like if they have a, say, story, for example, that you're going to have them read. In the story, there's always going to be something important there, like, say, there are 2 different stories I've had with students that had employment vocabulary, like policeman, bus driver, things like that. Start with that one first, and drill it with them, and do it 3 times. So, and use the total physical response, TPR, and just say listen, repeat, listen, repeat. Let's say policeman, and use these to break it down with the syllables. You know, policeman. So they understand how to say it, then listen, and then do it 3 times total. Then move on to the sentence and say the entire sentence 3 times as well. Of course, give them rewards, like you have the stars button there. Say, yeah, you got a star, you did awesome, things like that. And also for the interacting with the student, try and talk about something that's maybe in the picture, like, you know, circle a tree and say, hey, what is that? What is that? And it's a tree. Oh, yeah, very good. Oh, yeah, also, if it's a story, this is really going to give you some cool points with the kids, maybe even get them to laugh, too, is if there's a story where you have to read about someone looking for something. So what you do is do little action shots of looking around your condo or house. And, or even if, like, say you have vocabulary about rooms, say, okay, this is my living room. It's a 1-room bed and whatever. And say kitchen. This is a kitchen with dirty dishes. Check it out. Ah! That door attacked me. Then bathroom or toilet, whatever do you call it. And so that definitely get a kick out of seeing you walk around in your room, because you might be the first native English speaker that they're speaking to. So they'd be interested in seeing what your place looks like. So that's another way to interact with the kids. I've done that before, and they really have a fun time. I even laugh at you because thinking, wow, teacher's so crazy. And okay, I think that's really about it with the younger students. The older students, you still can interact with them in the story, if there's or with the chapters or with the lessons. Like, you could ask them, check with their vocabulary knowledge. Hey, what is that? What is that? Or if you read about alligators and there's some pictures of alligators, just turn on their mouse, which is going to be in the lower left-hand corner, and say, okay, I want you to circle all the alligators or all the frogs that you see in the picture. Get them to do something like that. And even talk to them. Yeah, just that's a simple thing to do. You don't have to think, I have to teach them all the time. I have to do some education. It's still going to be an education with them if they're putting to use what they already know in English. Like, for example, if something's funny about a lesson, like there was one lesson with one of my regular students. I was talking to my girl about how it was how to order food, and some of the food was insanely expensive. It was like there's a slice of pizza for like $25, or a hamburger for $40, and I was having a little fun showing how much it was in Chinese currency, and I was showing her on my phone, and we were laughing and saying, do you want to buy a hamburger for $40, or that's how much it is in Chinese money? And they're like, no, I will go somewhere else. Like, yeah, I know, that's really silly, isn't it? Just little things like that. Try to find ways to just casually talk with them. And if you do all this, unless you are in a group where there's a lot of serious competition, you're probably going to get the thumbs up and okay by your recruiter and say, hey, you passed and you're part of the DaDa ABC teaching family. Yeah. Oh yeah, also don't forget to do rewards too, whether it's your own rewards or there's stars that you can give the students. Try to give them 5 stars by the end of the trial lesson. Okay, guys, that is it. If you have any extra questions, put them in the comments below here on YouTube. Or if you're watching this on the Facebook room, go ahead and put them in there too. Myself or any other teachers will try our best to answer the questions for you. And if you passed the DaDa ABC demo lesson, please let me know. I'd love to hear about that. I always love to hear good stories. Makes me happy. That was goofy. I'm getting tired, man. Okay, guys, that's it. Yeah, just let me know if you pass your demo lesson. Because of me, because I'm a genius. Gotta watch Matt sign off. See ya.